Welcome to the newly established Warrior Scoop. Thanks for joining us on this fine school day. I'm Reagan Dickerson, one of your anchors, as well as Michaela Carter.
Yes, you're right. I'm Michaela Carter, here to inform you about recent events, weather, and other great things to feed the public about Wilson School, such as the Animal Shelter Supply Drive, which is from November 1st to November 10th. We also have our upcoming author visit, which is on November 10th. Hope to see you there.
Speaking of feeding information, let's feed your brain with the information about the newscast, such as people and what they do. So let's introduce the news group.
Elizabeth Hopper, Tech Support. Reagan Dickerson, Anchor. Caitlin Reisner, Sports Reporter. Matt Green, Camera Operator. Jesse Price, Co-Director. Cameron Coates, Script Tech. Holden Marks, Lead Tech Support. Maddox Ramos, Sports Reporter. Belle Murphy, Co-Director. Darby Willis, Script Tech. Michaela Carter, Anchor. Brayden Moore, Script Tech. Sydney Moore, Book Reporter. Maya Sheffield, Food Critic. Sage Pinniger, Sports Reporter. Kelly McDaniel, Food Critic. Brooke Bill, Classroom Reporter. Kaylee Masonia, Meteorologist. Aiden Hope, Classroom Reporter. Bianca Trevino, Classroom Reporter.
Let's talk about Wilson Sports. Let's go to Maddox, Caitlin, and Sage.
Welcome to the Wilson Sports Report. It was another good night a few weeks ago for an exciting game between the Warriors and the Central Wildcats. The Warriors claimed another victory. The final score was Wilson 27 and Central 3.
That's right, Sage. Wilson was on fire. Central just couldn't recover. We are so proud of our team and how well they played together. If we keep this winning streak up, there's a good chance we'll be headed toward the playoffs.
A few weeks ago, the teachers played a volleyball game versus the volleyball team. Even though the volleyball team won, the teachers played well. They could just say, I will give you extra homework. Let's just say instead of the teachers teaching us a lesson, the volleyball team taught them a lesson.
Let's go to my interview with one of the volleyball coaches.
What made you want to coach volleyball?
I've always been passionate about the sport of volleyball and my competitive drive. Since I can't compete on the floor as an athlete anymore, that's the next best level, is coaching.
Do you think the volleyball players are doing their best and working hard?
They sure are. We have an awesome group of young ladies this year. They worked hard all summer and they worked hard during the preseason too, right before games started. They've been working hard since May, and they're very self-motivated, determined, dedicated. They just all have the best team chemistry that we've ever had. So next week, we play area next Tuesday. So that will be the test because we can take the area title.
Yeah. You know what? If there was an elementary student, I bet if they did, they would be very good. But what do they need to do to prepare?
I would just say the fundamentals of volleyball, like the basic skills, bump, set, spike, because once they make the team, we teach them the other things about volleyball.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Miss May.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Hey, let's real talk for a minute here. There's some pretty amazing things going on around Wilson School. So let's go to Brooke for the 100th year decoration.
Hi, my name is Brooke Bell. Here's some decorations we have here at Wilson. But first, let's talk about some of our history. Wilson School has been around for 100 years. Wilson's first building was built in 1916 on 6 acres of land. It had 2 classrooms, 2 teachers, and a workroom. Mr. Green Wilson donated the land to Wilson School. A 3rd teacher was added to the faculty because Wilson was growing fast. The workroom was also extended into a classroom. Wilson's first lunchroom was built in 1940. In 1952, Wilson had a new school built with 6 classrooms, a clinic, a lunchroom, an auditorium, indoor restrooms, and a central heating unit. The current 3rd and 4th grade wing was added in 1988 for 5th and 6th grade classes. A 1st grade wing and new 5th and 6th grade wings followed in the 1990s. A new lunchroom was built in 2004. And the old lunchroom was moved to the 7th grade building in 2007. Our high has also continued to grow, along with updates in the newest high school gym. Here are some more decorations that kids in 6th grade have done to celebrate the 100 years at Wilson School. Back to you guys.
Weather. And as I always say, wherever you go, no matter the weather, always bring your own sunshine. Reagan, I was trying to be serious. Now let's go to Kaylee.
The weather this fine day will give us lows in the 50s and highs reaching 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Morning showers possible, and then it will be sunny. The rest of the weather for October should follow the same weather patterns. There may also be morning falls on occasion. Perfect weather for outdoor fun. However, it's not like this in other parts of the world, such as Jamaica, Haiti, and other parts of Florida and in the Carolinas. How, if you didn't know, Hurricane Matthew has wreaked havoc in these parts earlier this month. So I guess you could say we are really lucky here in Lauderdale County, Florence, Alabama.
If you didn't know, it's close to Halloween, so that means that it's time for scary movies, and we got one just for you guys.
Welcome to the Book and Movie Report with me, Cindy Moore. In the spirit of Halloween, today I'm talking about the Goosebumps movie that came out in 2015. The movie was great. I like that the books literally came to life. It made the movie both unique and interesting, just like the stories. The movie begins with the main character, Zach, and his mother moving into a new home in a new house in Madison County. Shortly after arriving at their new home, Zach meets his neighbors, Hannah and her father. Even though Hannah seems like a fun and spirited normal teenage girl, her father, played by Jack Black, is quite mysterious and creepy. On the night of the school's Halloween dance, Zach hears Hannah and her father arguing in their home. When Zach hears a chilling scream, he thinks Hannah might be in trouble. Out of concern for Hannah, Zach sneaks into her home with Champ, a comical boy whom he met at school. During their investigation, the boys open a book accidentally releasing the abominable snowman of Pasadena. During the calamity, Slappy, R.L. favorite character, is also released. Slappy summons all the other Goosebumps characters to wreak havoc on Madison County. Then it is up to Hannah, her father, Champ, and Zach to save the night. This movie is wonderful. It is both scary and hilarious. The ghouls, Slappy, and the clowns are frightening, but most of the elements in the story are funny. I guess that's what happens when Jack Black is in a movie. For some good Halloween reading, try Goosebumps The Ghost Next Door, where Hannah's neighborhood gets a little weird when a boy moves in next door. Could he be a ghost? Hannah thinks he might. Another good book to read is Let's Get Invisible, about Max and a magic mirror that turns him invisible. How cool would that be? But could there possibly be a downside? Read it and find out. So go get some spooky reading, and I'll see you next time.
Now let's go to Maya and Callie to inform you about our school's lunches.
For our lunchroom report today, we are going to show you how to follow the lunchroom procedures. Always start by having clean hands. 2 cups is good.
And wait patiently for your turn. And we are going through the line making healthy choices.
Here is Miss Hill. She is going to tell us on how to make healthy choices with a balanced meal.
Cheese, and that's our protein and bread. And we want to have a fruit or a vegetable every day to go with that, and our milk to make that a balanced meal. So our spaghetti sauce counts as a vegetable. That's one of our red oranges. We try to do so many red oranges, greens, legumes, and different items of our menu items, and to make sure it's all balanced.
Once you go through the food line, always stop at the cashier, type in your number, and wait for the lunch lady to let you go. Go straight to your seat. Wow, he was going to keep up with this. Yes, he was, but he wanted to follow the rules.
That's very exciting about our lunchroom. Now that we know that, let's go talk to Aiden and Bianca to hear from our school's leader.
I'm Aiden Hope in Mr. Horton's office. Today we're going to be interviewing Mr. Horton. I have a few questions for you, Mr. Horton.
Okay, Mr. Hope.
What got you interested in being a principal here at Wilson, and what makes you stay?
What got me interested was that in my experience that I've had in this area, I knew a lot of the people here at Wilson, was raised in this area. I knew that Wilson had a good reputation of being a good school, and I wanted to be a part of it. So, when I had the opportunity to be the principal here, there was no question that's what I wanted to try to do. What makes me stay here are the students, because without the students we wouldn't be who we are. So the students is the reason I stay.
That is very interesting.
Thank you.
My second question is, what are some of the goals you would like to achieve over the years?
Some of the goals I'd like to, I want every kid here to have a great experience at school, be successful, and be willing to come back and visit me when I graduate.
That's very interesting also. The third question is, what do you expect out of your students here at Wilson?
The expectations that I set for the students are no different than the expectations I set for the faculty and staff. I expect them to do what they're supposed to do. It's a very simple rule. If people do what they're supposed to do and be where they're supposed to be, and everything runs smooth. So, that's it.
Pretty much like all other schools.
Pretty much like all other schools.
And how can you build leadership throughout the school?
You lead by example. You lead by example. I don't want to have to tell anybody how to lead. Okay? That's something that they do. Okay?
Okay.
So, instead of me trying to preach leadership, I try to lead by example, and then hopefully, the people that will follow will become the leaders of the Wilson School and community when I'm gone.
To make a bigger group of people who want to understand and be a principal.
Exactly right.
And how long have you been a principal here?
This is my 10th year here. This is my 10th year here. Been 39 years in education, but my 10th year here.
Wow. And how do you want to be remembered here at Wilson?
That's a question that you'll have to ask somebody else. I want people to say that he was fair and just did the best he could do. That's all. That's it. I'm not, I want them to remember what Wilson accomplishes, not what Mr. Horton accomplishes.
Nice talking to you.
Ms. Hope, thank you very much. All right, appreciate your time.
You too.
I'm here. Hi, I'm Bianca. I'm here interviewing our elementary principal, Miss Lawrence.
It's me.
So, Miss Lawrence, what got you interested in being a principal?
Well, I just thought that it would be a way maybe I could help more students, reach more students, and hopefully make a difference in their lives.
What makes you stay
at Wilson, or stay as a principal? Stay at Wilson. I love it here. My blood runs blue now, and I have always loved the kids. Always loved the kids.
What are some of the goals that you would like to achieve over the years?
I would like for all of the people involved in this school in any capacity to, first of all, always love these children, because that's the most important thing, and to care about them, and to be there for them, and to make a difference in their lives.
What do you expect out of the students here at Wilson?
I expect great things out of all of these students. I expect them to be successful in school and out of school. I expect them to know their multiplication tables. I expect them to know not to say I seen or I done. That just tears me up when anybody says that, so I want y'all to be sure to learn that. And I want want all of y'all to get out of here knowing that the sun is a star. It's not a planet or anything. And seriously, I want y'all to all be successful in whatever endeavor you choose for your life. Because I always remember y'all. I see students I met 20 years ago. And I may not know their name, but I know their faces.
How can you build leadership throughout the school?
You can build leadership, I guess, by being a leader and trying to look out for all aspects of a situation. Sometimes people don't understand why principals do the things they do. And it's because a lot of times there's more going on than what seems to be or what a certain person might know about.
Last question. How long have you been a principal here at Wilson?
This is my 11th year, and before that I taught 14 years. I taught 8th grade science at Brooks High School and at Central High School. And I liked 8th graders, loved them, and I love all of y'all.
Thank you for watching Wilson's first newscast, The Warrior Scoop.